Yo, good day. Did you see that? We woke up Big D, man. He's down there. He's all concentrated. Oh, what are you doing? It's time for the show.
I was writing myself notes. That's what I was doing.
No, we snuck in, and you guys know we are 1 week away from Southern Detailers Conference. And as you know, this is RoadFS Detail Memoirs, where every week we explore awesome ideas, tips, topics, interview people, and all with the goal of helping you grow your business. I'm Jody.
I'm Rod, and we have Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Daryl Big D Lyons, live in Lexington, Kentucky. So you got all kinds of stuff going on. You're in a new shop.
Yeah.
You got a new role with the SDC. I mean, you're still there, but you got kind of a new role you're stepping into. And we are 1 week out. So how are things looking?
It's crazy.
Well, crazy's good.
Yeah, I don't know what possessed me to move shops a month before my event, but it's all good.
Why do we do that to ourselves?
You know what? I like the chaos. I guess so. It's been fun. It's been an adventure. So if you come see my shop next week, it is not completely set up. Don't come in here saying stuff.
We're coming in with the judgmental hat.
I'm totally coming in.
What are you talking about?
Oh, magnifying glass, and no. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna do some other stuff there. So you guys all tune in for the next, 20,
next 2
years.
weeks, man. It is going to be packed here at Detail Memoirs. Actually, the next month we are going to be everywhere. We have some really cool things coming. And most importantly, kicking it off in June is the Southern Detailers Conference. As you guys know, we met with the Diamond sponsors yesterday. John Bell from Pro Products, Megan from Auto Geek. Of course, it was hosted by Justin Lovato and Dustin from
and then
Detail
there was
Book. He
RoadFS. So I played Dustin and Rod, which I had to put a wig on for Dustin, but for me, I just say stupid shit and everybody's happy. So we're good.
Nobody will know the difference.
Nobody knows the difference. So we're a week out. What do we have in store? I mean, yeah, you're still involved, but you're kind of fading a little bit in the background. So
I am. It's Sheldon has become my new best friend with Convex, of course. I think we text each other every day talking about something and want to make sure that all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. But it is, that's what we were just talking about before you started the show. It's different from last year. Last year I was stressing out, which I'm still a little stressed out, but making sure everything's ready to go. But this is what they do. And I'm very thankful for him and his team. They've made my life a lot easier, and it's on him next week. I'm just going to stand back and go.
Yeah. Yeah. So Southern Detailers Conference next, basically Friday set up and get ready, and Saturday. Hey, Richard Hutchins, how's it going?
Yep.
From right there in England, UK, Yorkshire, all those areas. I'm not sure of all the places, but something about Essex. Richard's going to be there from Leather Repair Company, and they're actually staying for the next week where you've got a training going on. And so we'll be doing some stuff with that as well. But Southern Detailers Conference, holy crap. I want to say the hotel block sold out within the first week. It was insane.
Yeah, the hotel went out, I think, within the first week and a half. And then we added another block. It went out. It sold out within 2 weeks. I do know that the Hilton across the street, they have a big overflow there. They actually contacted me last week and said thank you. For I guess referring people there, but they've got several rooms sold out as well. So that's a good number for us.
That is great. And we were telling people yesterday, last year at the very last minute, which people will do, they decide to go to dinner, they buy a ticket. This year the room is massive. It is massive. Now I want to say it's because a lot of people are going to say it's because of the dinner. I think it's because Jody and I are going to be the hosts. And we're going to be emceeing, and people want to hear stupid stuff, and so they have come to the right place.
Yes.
Of course, Billy Bogus is going to be the keynote. So, you got to give a small shout out to the guy that's always in the trenches. So,
yeah, I've questioned myself a couple times since last month going, what was I thinking? Asking Rod and Jody to MC. But
You're like, man, you got the Three Stooges on stage together.
You know, it is what it is.
I want to keep it real and I want to keep it fun, and that's why I chose you two. So
that's right. We've been telling everybody that there was a barrel of names, and you reached in, and your hand went all the way to the bottom, and you came out.
Well, Clint was first. I pulled out, but we know nobody wants to listen to Clint. So
Yeah,
that's right, because they want to see a little bald Englishman. What does it say? I can't read it.
I can't either. It's behind my
Put it up again. Up there.
laptop.
Move your thing. So I want to see a little bald Englishman.
That's funny, man.
That's perfect. Perfect. No, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to find some David Lee Roth pants that Rod and I could wear on stage, but I can't seem to find them.
And that is the one rule that my daughter told me when I told my daughter I was going to be emceeing it. She said, you have to leave your pants on. So other than that,
please leave your pants on for the event.
I was trying. I'm telling you, I've been looking everywhere for those pants, but I can't seem to find them. So
I love it.
Maybe I need to reach out to Richard Hutchins in his leather repair company.
There you go.
You know,
I got
maybe
a
he
pair
has
of
some leather
chaps.
pants.
I actually have a pair of chaps, but that's all they are. So my daughter says that's not allowed. You're going to have
Richard, call me. No leather chaps, please. No leather chaps.
Yeah, the idea of this is to make it fun. That's what we're here to do. From day one, we're going to make it fun. So when you come in the doors, it's going to be fun, and the fun is not going to stop the whole time. I mean, if you're going to be away from your shops, if you're going to be away from your day-to-day grind, you might as well have a good time. And that's the one thing I really appreciated about it. When last year was the Kentucky theme of the whole show, and just the hospitality of not just the conference, but I mean, for everybody that's never been to Kentucky, holy crap. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful town. It has everything you would love to do, which is wander around. Everything's within walking distance. It's a great taco place. It's a college town. You can party. You can do, you name it, you can do it. So we had a blast. We are really looking forward to it. We got a lot of people asking questions. Just come, just go to the show. Just if you're thinking about it at all and you haven't got tickets, you still have time, but you better hurry up.
So the structure's a little different this year, right? So what can people plan on as far as the Saturday and Sunday?
Well, yeah, I was going to say when Rob was talking about that, last year we were dealing with COVID. So if you remember, there was 6 foot between every booth. So we only had about, I think, 50 some booths total because we had to put the 6 foot space in.
Right.
We've already doubled what we sold last year in booths. So that's almost, I think, 80 some, 90 booths we've sold. And, people will always talk about SEMA, and I love SEMA, don't get me wrong. But from the graphics and everything that I've got, the demographics from it, there's more vendors at the SDC for detailers than there is at SEMA. So that was a eye-opening for me. I was shocked by that number. That this show is just for detailers. I mean, there's no I heard you all talking about MTE, that the detailers are taking over, and I love MTE. I think that's a great show. But I'm excited about that we've got almost, I think, 90 some booths sold for this year. We know a couple on wax stock and what have you. But we did change up the format this year just because, and we tried our best to listen to everybody about structuring classes and making sure there's chairs in every classroom so everybody can have a seat. But classes will start at 8 o'clock. They'll go for 45 minutes. The last class will end at 11:50. The actual show will open up at noon and go till 5 or 5:30 Saturday and Sunday. So that gives you plenty of time to have fun, get up and go to your class, and you can enjoy the rest of the afternoon at the show. That's just something I thought was a better format for us. We actually thought about classes on Friday, but it's too much, with vendors setting up and guys trying to get out of their shops. It's just too much. So I hope this format works. This was a lot of people's ideas. I think Barry Thiel was probably one of the ones that suggested the early morning classes. So we've listened, and I hope it works.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I think we get a lot of questions. These guys really do listen. We've had the privilege of sitting in on some of those sessions, and we just happened to be there in Kentucky for a training when we were able to see Sheldon kind of take over And holy crap, the list of questions that he asked the convention center was insane. But the feedback has been well received, and let's hope it is. The format is great. The small, more intimate training. We described it yesterday, but really seriously, I mean, usually as a presenter, we're in a room with 35, 40, 50 people, and we're just kind of speaking at them. And this is more of an interactive thing, hands-on. I mean, for everybody that's ever wanted to have every different type of polisher on the market in your hands, you have the opportunity to do that. You have the opportunity to actually put your hands on a boat. I mean, last year, the boat training, what the heck was that, a 40-foot? I mean, it was huge. It was beautiful, but it was huge. And people actually got to work on it.
Yeah.
Car in every training. And so it's fantastic. And we actually, just as a sneak peek, we're going to have Barry Thiel on the show in a couple of weeks. And we'll be doing it post STC. We'll be able to talk about the format and what everybody thought of it. But we're having Barry on here in a couple of weeks.
The classes this year, I've got 13 cars that'll be on the class education side. The boat is exact same boat, except this is a different color boat. And as an added attraction, we have a $1.7 million boat that'll be on display inside the convention center. My guys are trying their best to get it done right now. So we're trying to, we've got all the classics and some sports cars going to be on display too. But the education part, right, there's 10 to 20 people, I think, in each class this year. We opened it up a little bit more instead of having 10. But from what I understand, somebody messaged me last night that the education part, the classes they were looking for were sold out. So that makes me feel good that these people have picked the classes they want and they're going to get the education that they're coming for.
Yeah. And I think that's a big key to it is it was different last year and people didn't understand how it worked. But that's really the key is there was constantly somebody in those education classes. And the one thing that we liked about it is you had a class and then you have, and especially even with this format this year where it's in the morning, if somebody doesn't get what they want out of that 45-minute class and they didn't get their question answered, then you can say, and we would say to them last year, hey, just come back to the booth with us and we're more than welcome to sit down and talk to you. So, you get to meet the people that you want to meet. You get to talk to the people. You get to see, the Justin Lobatos, the Barry Thiels, the Daryl Lyons of the world. And all the vendors that are going to be there are super pumped about it. I think it's a phenomenal format to have. And I think it's worth mentioning again, the fact that we are not distracted by a Disneyland, by the casinos in Las Vegas, because I know as a vendor for the past, 375 years or something, we've been doing this, that there's always something dragging people away from the show. And the show is the star, and the education and the getting your hands dirty. Every one of the vendors there is more than willing to let you feel, touch, taste, smell, whatever you want to do. And there's a lot of smells there now. I mean, people, good smells. Go to Richard Hutchins' booth, smell some leather. Go to smell the preferences, Onyx, all those.
You guys got to, when you were here hanging out, training with us, we went down to the distillery section.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot to do in Lexington. It may seem like a small town to some people, but there's a lot to do. Lex Live is right in front of the convention center. It's an entertainment complex. They do movies, bowling, all kinds of stuff there. So there's something to do. It's just we don't have the strip heading down, Vegas to the casinos and what have you. But you can go to Red Mile and play penny slots if you want to watch the horses. And that makes you feel good. So,
yeah, you can do just about anything you want to do. You can hang with detailers all night long, cruise around downtown.
Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, I was going to talk about Friday night.
Okay.
Friday night is, I know this sounds crazy, but Friday night's one of my favorite nights. It's the manufacturers are all getting set up. And as you guys got to see the tour of the convention center, last year we were on the patio. We've opened up the inside of that patio for people that if they want to come in and cool off. But that's the IDA meet and greet. And I think that is sponsored by SB3 this year with Barry and his team. They've sponsored that whole thing, but there's hors d'oeuvres, there's a bar and everything set up there. There is an after party Friday night with the guys from IGL at their training center. It is probably 3 miles down the road at their training center. So that'll be going on, I think, from 8 till whenever.
All hours.
Yeah, that's the IGL. They have a bus going to run you back and forth. So I appreciate them doing that. Brings some fun to us. I got a little treat for you all. So I want to, I don't know if you can see this or not, but can you see that?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is super cool.
So when Sheldon, it's funny that Rod just said that, Sheldon was listening. And I told him, last year we had dinner in the big blue room, which is kind of like a bar, kind of cool layout. This year we're actually in the banquet room. So this is going to be a sit down dinner stage with you guys hosting and doing this. But I mentioned I wanted Globos with all of our diamond sponsors flying all over the air. So you'll get to see the RoadFS flying all over the wall and the ceiling.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
This just made my day yesterday. I don't know why.
Awesome. No, that's really
fun.
cool.
Well,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. We're excited. Yeah, it's we're looking forward to it. That the IDA meet and greet Friday night last year was phenomenal, and being able to, when we were there, a couple months ago, being able to walk through and see that now everything that was closed is now all finished, and being able to open that up, it's going to just make a really welcoming, fun place to connect with everybody.
I get it. I mentioned earlier, I get a little stressed out over it, but I get more excited seeing people that have never got to come. Last year, like you said, Jody, the convention center was what, 60, 70% done at the moment?
Yeah.
We were walking around curtains with construction and whatever, but it's beautiful. I mean, you can take the escalator down into the banquet area where we were. I'm so excited for that. And then, before I forget, the after party will be right after the dinner banquet. It's in the big blue room where we had dinner last year. We've got a band from Lexington going to be playing there, and that is sponsored by Onyx. So thank you to my company for sponsoring the after party. I greatly appreciate that. But that'll be the after party there. Sunday, same thing. We're going to do Sunday. We're going to do the classes. We're going to do the show. And then it's over.
I'm. This is really a question that I don't know the answer to. Is IDA is doing a SV training again this year?
IDA will offer the whole CDSV training, from my understanding. So we will be doing certifications that whole weekend. That's something that somebody asked me that a week or so ago about the IDA. As long as I have my hands in this with Convex and the SDC, this will always be an IDA event. That was the main reason behind education, was the IDA. I love what the IDA does. I think that every detailer in this country, in this world, needs to be a part of the IDA in some way, shape, or form. Some people think it's a piece of paper, but it's not. It's more than that. And I will always make sure the IDA is front and center. As you know, the layout of the booth, there's the 4 diamond sponsors. Right dead in the center, sticking away from everybody, is the IDA's booth. It is front, right up for everybody to see, and I will always ask that they are the spotlight for us besides the diamond sponsors. So it's all about the IDA in there.
Yep, and it's a good event. I know that last year they were a little it was kind of a new format for them, but it worked out really well. Kind of a shotgun approach to SV training. And that can be intimidating for people. I know people get concerned about that. You shouldn't be. I mean, if I can get through it, I think anybody can get through it.
You can do it. I think we ended up certifying 20 to 30 some people last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was a crazy amount of people. I mean, I know that, it is intimidating. I mean, I've got several certifications in different industries and different things. And when I was kind of thrown into mine, it was scary. I mean, even though I had, Keith Duplessis and Levi Gates and Sydney and everybody was actually doing it, I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. So, but they're great. They walk you through it. They really want you to get through that. So take the opportunity to do it at an event like that. I mean, it makes it even that much more enjoyable to do it. You walk away with a big, huge feather in your cap that can help you elevate your business to that next level.
I tell people all the time when I do Onyx certifications, when you go to have surgery, are you not looking for that doctor's diploma that he knows what he's doing if he's going to cut your heart or cut your leg? It's the same thing with the IDA. I'm looking for that certification that you know what you're doing to take care of my car. And that's one thing we reassure my customers is everybody in my staff is certified except for 2, and they will be certified by the SDC weekend. So
that's awesome. Well, we have a whole bunch of fun with Southern Detailers Conference a week out. And as we kind of alluded to, you've kind of double compounded your load by opening a new shop. So let's just talk about that craziness.
Well, so it's my location at Forbes, which is where you guys were last time you were here. My lease is coming up there in October, and as in the housing market in the whole United States, it's the same as commercial property. There's not a lot of commercial property available. I love that building. That building made me kind of what I am today with the last 5 years, and I'm very thankful for that. But as you guys know, the traffic is horrible there. I'm right beside the rock quarry, and the dust was just becoming too much. So my new location is exactly 6 minutes from the other shop. So it's just right around the corner. It's a newer building. It's not as big, but it's a little bit more efficient for us. But I couldn't take the chance on waiting for 6 months if I had a shop to open up or if I was going to be working somewhere.
Right.
So I jumped on it. So besides Detail X, I'm also the United States Ambassador for Onyx. So I'm still doing certification for Onyx. I'm still the Southern Detailers Conference face right now. I have a dent company. And as you know, I just opened up we're in the process of opening up Lex Wraps, which is PPF film, wraps, and window tint with two of my other guys. So it's crazy right now. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. I can't wait till people get to see the shop. It's not, like I said, it won't be completely done, but I'm excited for people to see it and to see our showroom and see what we've done. I'm proud of it. I really am. It's last Friday. If I could have gave my guys anything, they worked their butts off to get us moved out of the shop into the new shop. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure Vicky and Jason Gale are really appreciating you right now.
Well, if you go over to Forbes right now, there's a 50-foot $1 million boat in there. And there's also 5 cars that have to be done by the SDC. Guys, hang on 1 second. What you got now? Yeah, the 2 spotlights. Yeah.
I think we'll do one on each end.
Perfect.
Kind of aim them back toward the middle.
I would love
I just
it.
wanted to make sure it's. You want me to just put them on an eye?
Yeah.
Put them on it. If not,
That's fine.
you don't have to worry about switching.
Perfect. Sorry, my electrician's
Oh, you're good.
so
You got to do what you got to do, man. So we're going to be excited to see it. It looks the thing that I'm excited about actually isn't even on the. Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Look at that!
Oh yeah, cool. That's
Nice.
awesome.
you're not on the back yet. I grabbed the free one out there. So sorry, I just wanted to show that
Oh
to you.
no, man, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool.
So
man.
one of the things I'm excited about with your new shop is it's got a parking lot, like an actual parking lot. I mean, like you're not on the street.
not a strip.
I actually have a full parking lot. That's the great thing too. We have a full parking lot, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. I have a big showroom. I don't know very many detail shops you walk in that there's a 58 custom Jaguar sitting in the showroom.
Right.
So that's
There you go.
it's sitting right there in the middle of the showroom when you walk in. But I'm
Nice.
excited for you all to see it.
Looking forward to seeing it. So
Okay,
that's super
so
cool.
everybody, we're going to be live a lot next week. If you still have questions that haven't been answered on SDC or on anything coming up in the next, couple of months,
Make sure to go to southerndetailersconference.com to get your tickets. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys. And like Rod and I said, we're going to be live a
oh yeah, we're
lot.
going to be going live a lot. We'll have
June.
our full setup there. So get ready. We got bail money set up. We got, Jody's going to hold that for us.
I don't need bail money yet.
Just got to be prepared, brother.
That's
I
right.
just- I do want to tell you all this that you mentioned it earlier in the show, and I had a guy call me earlier about dinner tickets. I encourage you more than anything to go online and get you a dinner ticket because we have to turn a head count into them this week. And last year we added, I think, 80 some dinner tickets on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I highly encourage you to go on and get your dinner ticket so you can enjoy the night with us. It's a lot of fun at the awards, especially with these two hosting it and having fun. The last thing I want to tell you guys is, we've talked about this a lot personally. This is not my show. I created it out of a vision I had. Justin mentioned it yesterday, how many times I would call him and ask him, think I should do this? Think we should do this? Do we need this? What we're going to do? This is not my show. So, and I don't mean this to sound in a bad way or degrading way, but you're not supporting me. I don't want anybody to feel that way. You're supporting the industry. You're supporting the manufacturers, the guys that do software, and the industry needs this. I believe in my heart 100%, even though I helped create it, the industry needs this show. I think in the next 5 years, I can't wait to sit back and say, wow, I started that.
Yep.
But
Yeah, that's fine. Well, like you said, it is an industry thing, and when you come as an attendee, you are going to get your money's worth. I mean,
Right.
It is tailored specifically to help you in your business. So go to southerndetailersconference.com, get your dinner tickets, because everybody loves
Because
to eat.
if you don't, you get a bag of Fritos and a hot sauce packet, and you sit in the hallway, and you got to listen through the door.
There
That's
you go.
what you get.
What am I missing?
Yeah, I just, I don't know how to say it any other way. This is your show. This is for you. It doesn't say Big D Southern Detailers Conference. This is the Southern Detailers Conference. I think Justin is the one that gave it the title of a detailer show for detailers. This is your show. This is for you all. I just felt that we needed it for education purposes, and I don't know what else to say on it. I just want
Come.
So yeah,
All the thing that's left to say is come.
that's right. Get off your butt and come to the show.
So, well, we're looking forward to seeing you. We will be flying in on Thursday, spending all day there Friday with you, and then, of course, with all of you attendees and fellow vendors, 2 days, Saturday, Sunday at the Lexington Convention Center. So
I forgot one thing, but I don't know where it's at. And by the way, there's only so many of these shirts. We only had so many printed up, so you might want to grab these as soon as you get a chance. The cool part, I don't have the hat's not here. I think it's in my truck. The hat is the lights on that say SDC, and they glow in the dark. So
cool, fun,
Nice.
Red. So we try to think of something different for you guys. I know Marcus Parsley wears that SDC hat everywhere he goes, so I'm hoping he'll buy this one too.
And they didn't take my advice. They didn't do a Southern Detailer Conference mankini. So we're going to be providing those separately for you at the show.
I'm gonna make that.
along with the garage cap that he will
Along with my
autograph.
chaps and nothing else but the mankini. So
Thank you guys for being a diamond sponsor. Thank you to Detail Bookie, Auto Geek, and Pro with John Bell. I heard you all asking yesterday. Justin asked you the question, "What made you want to do this?" And all of you answered the same thing. Daryl asked us. So
yeah.
I did. I asked you on Thursday night, Friday night maybe, do you want to do this? And all of you jumped on it without even hesitating. I think you've seen the vision. I think John said it yesterday with Jody that you've seen the vision. You see what's coming and the potential that this show has. I'm excited for it, but I just want to say thank you, both of you. You're my dearest friends, and I owe you.
Yep.
But thank you for being a diamond sponsor and believing in me and what I visioned and what I thought would work. So,
Yep. So we will see you in a week. Thank you.
I will be here. I will be waiting on you.
So, thank you guys for joining us. Look for us going live next week. We actually will have on Thursday a special episode clip from our visit to RoadFS.
Yep.
So that will be next Thursday, and then we will be live
Starting Friday,
Saturday, Sunday. So,
And don't forget this. Last year, if you remember, Rod and Jody were facing the wall, so you really couldn't see the show. So I encourage you to watch what they do this year, because they're going to be getting to see the whole entire convention center, all the booths. So you're going to get to see that from them this year. So I'm excited to see that.
Yep. And we got more sound and just
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
So, well, you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in about 7 days.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
See ya.
See you later, man.